What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Matica today, and Encore is Eminem's sixth album, I should say. And it was decent. It was decent, but the things that made it terrible was stuff like My First Single. You had Just Lose It, which was okay because it was a funny song. It was alright. But then you had Ass Like That, and just terrible songs. But on the flip side of that, you had stuff like Yellow Brick Road. You had Mockingbird on there. You had like Toy Soldiers, right? And Puke, which was okay, in my opinion. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it. Now, this album, I don't know what was happening, because when Eminem was working on the Eminem show 8 Mile at the same time in 2002, right, that was when I think he was busiest. And then he had the D12 shit in 2001 and in 2004. In 2004 was when Encore released as well, but his rhymes on D12 World and Encore aren't exactly like the same, you know? Like on Devil's Night, like Marshall Mathers LP, it's like the same style, etc. So he kind of did like two different things, and he had like two different styles at one point. So pretty much, and yes, I know I need a haircut, god damn it. Yeah, but anyway, Encore was a decent album in the way that it had a good story to it, right? Like, a lot of the time, well, let me just tell you this. Benzino at the Source called Eminem a racist, right? Because he had a tape and he said, I don't like that nigger shit. I'm just here to make a bigger hit, right? And Foolish Pride and all this shit was being unreleased by this guy Mannix, I think. And, you know, Benzino at the Source. And so, of course, he came out with Yellow Brick Road, which explained pretty much, oh, whatever, I made a mistake. I was dating a girl and I broke up with her. If you heard the song, go ahead. And if you haven't heard it, whatever. Even Nas came out and said, you know what, that's my nigga right there, Eminem. So I still love the dude. But, hey, what do I know, right? And I know there's going to be some guy in the comments. Unsubscribe. This guy said the N-word. If people say the N-word, I'm going to say it. Now, hold on, that didn't sound right. I don't go out saying nigga, right? But in the term, if I'm describing something, I'm going to use the N-word. I'm not going to say the N-word. That just sounds stupid to me. But anyway, this album, right, is where he kind of fell off a little bit. Encore was probably my non-favorite. I like Recovery over Encore, right? His symbolizing getting off drugs, etc. We'll talk about that more later. Now, Relapse, Refill. If he would have knocked the voices off, they would have been dope. And, of course, Marshall Mathers LP2, which was awesome. Now, Encore, I don't have a lot to say about it other than what I've already said, because it's not that great. It's not that great, honestly. A lot of people will say Eminem's never made Eminem's never made a bad record. You know, maybe if that's your opinion. But, of course, that's one thing that I dislike about Eminem a little bit. Not dislike, that came off kind of harsh. That is just understandable that he's not as consistent as he could be. Of course, there's no taking that back. Of course, he's even said that I'd throw Encore, I'd throw Relapse in the trash, you know, on Recovery. So, I mean, he doesn't agree with you. You know, like the person that made the album doesn't agree with you, you're probably wrong. But it is an opinion, so, you know, whatever, shoot me. But Encore really had terrible hooks. Like the song, what is it? It's that song, where he's like brain dead, and he's rapping real bad. His flow's terrible, and it's like if Bizarre made an album as Eminem, that's what Encore would be. No disrespect to Bizarre, he does what he does, but his lyrics aren't exactly up to par. But anyway, I'm not going to keep harping on. That's all I have to say about Encore. So if you liked it, why not give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more? And if not, leave an angry comment and call me a faggot. Peace.